Time now for better food. Today, Kara, we're ramping it up.
James O'Shea from the West Street Grill is showing us how to cook with wild spring ramps. We've been talking a lot about ramps on the show. I didn't even know what they were a month ago, and now they're this wild thing that apparently grows everywhere.
They grow. They grow all over the state, all over the country, in the Northeast, especially even down to Virginia. Ramps are actually wild leeks, and they look a lot like. When you look at them, they look like lily of the valley. Those beautiful scented flowers.
Okay.
So they grow up in the woods around trees.
Okay.
In very woody area, soft loam soil. So when you pick them up, it's really important that you dig all the way around them.
Yeah, because otherwise
you extract them and you don't break into them. But you must only take some so that you continue to leave them to continue to grow.
So don't deforage the whole.
Don't take out the whole forest. A lot of people take the roots, which are cut off like this, and put them back in to the area.
Oh, that's cool.
And then they sort of replant them, so it's all part of the recycling cycle for foragers.
So we use them for flavor-wise, kind of like an onion almost?
Like somewhere between an onion, garlic, and scallion.
Okay.
And they have a strong, they're very pungent aroma. I had some red squirrels in my house, and I was trying to get rid of them with the smell of the with these to see if they could get rid of them. They didn't. They liked them.
They like them. Of course they do. Squirrels like anything.
Yeah.
All right, so you've cut the bottoms off and you've cooked them up in olive oil.
Yes, I got them into olive oil, so I just got some pre-blanched off orecchiette. This is fresh. So you just place that in there and toss it around. The whole thing about cooking from the wild is that you just cook very simple and in the old days when people did this, you know, they'd have it with beans. They would have it with any available food in the house because that's all really that was available to them.
Clean eating actually is simple eating because you don't have to go out and have a whole bunch of stuff, of boxes of things.
You don't need to have a lot of things to cook with. So then you just cook them and just toss them a little bit in this. And I also have a tiny little bit of pasta water here, and just toss these all up. Now, I have a lot of mise en place today, which means a lot of prepared things. And all of this was prepared for me. Today was a luxury day for me because my chef, Jason Truccio, my new chef, put all this together. He's Italian. He forages. He goes after wild mushrooms and fiddleheads and morels. These are morels from the wild. All of this is from Litchfield County. Fiddleheads. These are dryad saddle mushrooms. And these are morels, wild morels.
They almost look like coral from the ocean.
They do, and they're very exotic and very, very expensive. A lot of people really, really like them. They're very good.
They grow here in Connecticut.
And they all grow in Connecticut. Litchfield County is famous for wild foods, especially, you know, we have all the woods. Connecticut is back to about 60% forestation again, which is really good. And we have lots of open space and lots of open lands. And the thing about, like I said, is this is just so easy and so quick to make. So
you're just going to add a few other things to flavor now, like pesto?
Yes, this is a pesto. A pesto is like a pesto, only it's made with the leeks, blanched leaves of the ramps.
Oh, you took the leaves?
Yes, take the ramps and puree them.
Instead of basil, you would use this?
Yes, use all of that, just with some cashews and walnuts to give them kind of a...
Cashews, walnuts, and the leaves of this?
Yes.
And a little what, to thin it out? Olive oil?
And then you make a paste with olive oil.
Okay, so it's just like pesto, only with different things.
It's the same as... No cheese.
No Parmesan.
Cheese.
This is
no Parmesan. It's Pesto, which is just like it's from Provence versus from Italy.
So what do? You put them in a food processor, the ramps?
Yes, put them into a food processor, high-speed blender, and it purees them down into a very thick, super emulsified paste.
The same way you would make a pesto.
Yeah,
just throw everything in there and turn it on, and then it'll become that. Nice bright green. That's
nice bright green, and so that's that. And also we also have a little bit of... over here I have a little bit of Aleppo pepper. It's a mild, flaky red pepper. It's called halep. It's from Turkey.
Okay, but it's mild.
It's very mild.
So you can use a lot of it?
And I would never use a lot of anything, just a little bit. And then I have some chives, which are in the gardens right now. All the gardens are loaded with chives, so you just take the chives and...
Chives always make it.
You can't ever have too much of
so pretty, too. Lots of different greens. Speaking of greens, you've got fiddleheads. I don't think a lot of people know what to do with fiddleheads. What do you do with a fiddlehead?
With a fiddlehead, you blanch a fiddlehead for about... you can boil them for about 6 to 7 minutes, period. And then take them out and dry them. Let them dry in a colander, and you can toss them in a hot vinaigrette. Just olive oil, vinegar, shallots.
Are those ready to eat? Those fiddleheads?
Those fiddleheads, no, these are raw. They just came out
Okay.
of the yard this morning. I'm sorry.
But your point
That's
is
all right.
that you've been doing farm to table actually even before it became, we didn't have a name for it. But
Yes.
it's very simple to take things that are growing in season and make
Yes.
beautiful meals with them
And
like
they-
you've done here.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, so this is the
Just
finished product?
This is
Yes, this is
really
it.
delicious.
And I'll give you a little bit of this one over here, of that.
So good.
And so it's spring green pasta. That's
It's so pretty
quick and easy to
and
make,
yummy.
and loads of flavor, incredible flavor from the rams.
Really, really, really good.
Yeah. It's nice. This time of the year is always great to look forward to for all these wild foods.
Well, take the entrance
Yep.
ramp to Litchfield and see what they have at the West Street Grill. Head to their restaurant website, weststreetgrill.com. The restaurant is located at 43 West Street in Litchfield.
So yummy.